Hello my little geese, welcome back to my channel. This is Shamily on my 25th day of the 30-day challenge. As a reminder, in this challenge I have 30-day IRL to complete an island. I can time travel, playing by Froggy Crossing's rules, no online services, and on top of that I'm trying to recreate my forever island, Felmenora, a Forestcore island. The idea was it to be abandoned. Not sure if it's too abandoned anymore. So that's kind of it. And before we jump into the matter, I just want to shout out my grandmother. Happy birthday, Mamuna. Love you so much. And thank you for watching my videos, even if you don't understand anything. So, what happened yesterday? I don't even know anymore. My brain is so mush. But yeah, oh my gosh, my house is in a very bad place today. Because now I'm exiled from the rest of this island. Help me! Okay, so yesterday we worked a bit on the campsite, but it needs to be finished because I only did the beginning of it. So that will be the goal for today. And maybe work on my home as well, depending on how much time I have. I have 5 days, including today, to do my home, the end of the campsite, plus 2 villager homes and a villager hunt. Before we do anything more, I will start with my dailies. And with no transition whatsoever, I decided to start working on decorating the campsite. Because I didn't feel like telling you what I was gonna be doing, I guess. So I decided to place some little items that were useful when you went camping, like a sink, a washing bath, a clothesline. Like imagine you're just taking care of yourself, you know, self-care day at the camping. And then the rest of the beach, I am a bit clueless on how to make it abandoned. Like I'm already so bad at decorating the beaches, so if you have tips, let me know in the comments. But for me it was like a struggle, so I was like, you know what, I don't have many items, I don't have many anything, so let's just be simple. Wheat fields, the path, and then a little coconut tree a bit everywhere, and then I'm placing some basic items without making it feel too grown up. I'm also using a lot of weeds and white cosmos to pretend it's weeds all over the beach. So that's a bit my trick. So let me know if you think that is abandoned enough or not, because I did my best. So now that I've placed my campsite and it's kind of decorated, I think I will tweak it a bit on the last day, but I think it's looking very rustic. I love the wheat fields. Like this is something I saw on my friend's Gensomniac. She did an island and the beaches were just covered in wheat fields, and I love that, so this is what I did. And then I love also those little cosmos as alga. This is a trick I've been using since the very first day in Animal Crossing. Okay, maybe not the very first day, but almost. Then I was thinking for my home, so I'm not sure exactly where I want to place it, but for sure I want to have a beautiful view from over here at one place in the cliffs. So this is kind of my idea, and I don't know, because if I go this way then I'm gonna be bothered with the flowers, but if I go that way I'm gonna be bothered by the crops, although the crops are a bit further. So I was thinking to have my home maybe not too far away. And then I started working on my home as I was telling you. So I decided to first trace my home. That was very hard to know where it was gonna stop because I was not starting, you know, usually I have the house as like in the back of the build, and here I don't have a back, like the home is gonna define the back of the build. So it was a bit hard. I struggled a lot because I wanted to have a diagonal bridge, and I don't know why, for a reason, but in that direction doing a diagonal bridge is quite hard, and it was really giving me white hairs. So in the end I used a picture. I am gonna put a link to that Google image in the description, and luckily first comment if I don't forget. That is super useful to do your diagonal bridges. So honestly, I'm so thankful this was there because I was unable to do this this bridge, and you only see the part where I did not struggle, but otherwise the video would have been like 3 hours long. I just did 2 hours of building just to place a diagonal bridge, you know, and I destroyed everything and re-recorded the video to show you my technique once I knew how it was gonna happen. And then the idea is that I wanted to have, so I have 2 little waterfalls, really tiny waterfalls falling into that bridge, and I'll do a cliff and the opposite on the opposite side of the bridge. And the idea is that I'm gonna be hiding a vine near this area so you can go up the cliff and have a view on the home and the little bridge and everything. So that's really my idea. And I left a big portion of land near the cliff so I could place a tree afterwards, and hopefully I don't forget to stunt it because yeah, it's the whole goal of this build, the whole vision I have. And so here I'm working on the other cliff on the other side, like nothing too fancy. I wanted really a small little cliff, but I wanted it to be double tiered, and then I didn't realize that I was not planning enough space. And so I spent a lot of time like going back and forth to extend my cliff, not extend it, like you know the drill, you know the deal when you don't foresee a build to be that big or huge or whatever. But in the end it was a very nice little cliff, and for once I did not do a chamois, and I completed the cliff and did not leave it basically like this. I already pre-placed the little waterfall because my main focus for now was just to have the river completed, and the cliff will be done afterwards. But I was really focused, I don't know, I have those shift of focus and I really focus on one thing at a time, and here it was a river. And then I placed a granite tree over there because at first I wanted to have the river flowing behind the tree and like being next to the home, but with the tree, like I knew it was like gonna be tricky to place a tree in such a small space, so I just wanted to have the tree already placed and see if it was feasible. Sadly the game always told me like you cannot place water over there, so in the end I dropped the idea and I just decided to have a tree there, and the water is not gonna do a circle. And then I am continuing to extend my cliff, and don't worry, the shape looks weird for a very long time in this build, but then it is looking very nice and cute by the end, so I'm not mad at all. And then I decided to go and start on that double cliff, and this is when I realized that I could not do anything normal with such a short cliff. So that's always my struggle, like a bit of a struggle anyway, to know how big your cliff has to be to have a double tier. But luckily I easily extended it, and in the end I had a perfect size. I didn't want to have a huge full taking double side cliff, if that makes any kind of sense, because I wanted to have like a brick wall on the first tier, some trees and everything. So I really wanted to have some kind of different shape, something a bit different than what I usually do. And from the front you can already see this looking very beautifully. So anyway, that's kind of it. For the home decoration afterwards, I just did a basic decoration. Honestly, I didn't know too much what to place over there. So I just went ahead with a lot of trees and bushes and even some sugar canes and pumpkins, because I think that was very useful. And then I went again with like some log bench. I went with some fencing and the usual garden faucet and all those kind of stuff. It's a bit looking like Winnie's transition area. There is nothing too fancy. I feel like I'm just slipping away into some kind of forest farm core, which is very weird. It's not neither abandoned, neither farm core, so I don't really know where we are, but we're kind of in a gray zone. But in the end, it's looking very beautiful. And don't worry about my home being all blue and weirdish, because that is gonna change, but probably in the last day, because I'm still hoping I can pay for that final extension, or at least in my head is the final extension, because I will never be able to upgrade fully the home that we already agreed on. So just like, you know, the other side extension. So that's kind of mainly it. There is nothing super fancy or nor great building techniques I can tell you about, so I'm gonna let you enjoy, and I'll be back at the end of the video with you guys. And here it is, my lovely little friends. Look at this. Look at this. Wait. Let me take my camera up. Look at this. This is the little cliff. Of course, it's still naked. Of course, I'm waiting for my flowers to grow. Who is thinking over there? It's still Winnie. But I saw her stopping the bubble. So, Winnie, I will ignore you. And then we have my little home. Don't mind, it's a bit empty. The path will continue probably over there to go and meet the campsite. That is not super important. And then we have a path that will go up like this. I still need to figure out how I'm gonna make those houses meet. But oh my god, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. I even have this bold thought. Oh wait, I miss. That I'm gonna be ready before the end of the challenge, before the end of the 30 days. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you don't want to miss all the other videos. I mean all the others, especially the final reveal. And thank you so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye bye.